BillO'Reilly.com. Great interviews, great television, great articles, too. He does the morning message. You hear it on the show about 7:30 every morning. It's amazing. He's on News Nation every week. He actually makes Chris Cuomo, not often, but occasionally, sound smart. That's not easy. Trust me. He's a great writer, a lot of books in those killing series and Confronting Evil, his book on the presidents, brand new book coming out once again this September, and his new podcast, we'll do it live, is making a lot of headway. It's a lot of noise out there. People love it. I love it. I got to tell you, I've seen some great guests on that show. Great guests. So here he is, the best of all time, my dear friend Bill O'Reilly. Bill, good morning, buddy. How are you?
You know, I've been listening to the program, and I have an answer for one of your questions you asked.
Okay.
Can you be arrested for what you are thinking you would like to do?
You know, there was a movie once about that with Tom Cruise called Majority Report, and they actually started arresting people for their thoughts.
And I would say, if that law does pass, you will be doing life. All right?
Oh, God. Yes.
Probably still broadcast from wherever they have you.
Oh,
but, yeah, you're gone. You're gone.
Oh, listen, I admit it because I'm here to say it. I felt badly saying it, but I think terrible things. But I would like to do to Mom Donnie. I would never get out of jail. Never. I'm being honest. But I'd like to do it to him. I'd never get out of jail. This guy I've been around almost 60 years. I've never seen a worse person. Really. And I've seen some real dregs, some real dreck here in New York and across the country. But this guy, for me at least, Bill O'Reilly, he's a brand new level of disgust.
Yeah, and people should understand the history of persecution of the Jewish people, not just Jewish Americans, but Jewish people all over the world. And when you're trying to duplicate that persecution, which the mayor is, do you think you'd ever get any sympathy if these terrorists went into Israel and, killed more people? No. He might say, I don't like it, but, we know what's going on, we being people who pay attention. But it's a bigger issue, and I was also interested in Homan because there's the Democratic Party is still searching around for a signature issue to beat the Republicans in the midterms. Now, they have affordability, but they don't have any solution, neither do the Republicans, for high prices. The government can't dictate in our system what the bodega is going to charge you. So there's no solution. All it is affordability. Okay, you're looking at it, and how are you going to deal with that problem? And then you get silence. So the Democrat progressive movement needs another issue. They need more emotion. And the Jewish thing isn't going to do it. Because in New York, it's huge, but in Wyoming, it's not. Because it's a whole different culture and there's a whole different population.
Right. You can't even find a Jew in Cheyenne. Right. Good luck.
So I was on Cuomo on Tuesday, a couple of days ago, and we had a shootout there that you should watch about how you go and conduct federal investigations into criminal illegal aliens. Now, what the progressives want to do is conflate the poor people who traipse across the border. That's a misdemeanor. They want to conflate that with the MS-13 people. Now, you see it in the rhetoric all the time. So I asked Cuomo, and I give Cuomo props. I know you make fun of him, but there's nobody coming up against me, Sid. There's nobody going to do that.
Right, so I got to give the guy credit because you embarrass him every week?
He got stones because he knows when I walk in there, to quote David Burns, this ain't no party, this ain't no disco. Okay?
It's a great song.
This is serious. So he went through his ICE is terrible, and I listened, and I said, let me ask you a very simple question, because as you know, Sid, the only man more simple than me is you.
That's correct. Proud of that.
We are simple men.
Right.
I said, do you want to hunt down, and I use those words on purpose, do you want to hunt down these criminal aliens, felonious aliens, violent people? Do you want them hunted down? You got to watch, because that was the lambada. We started the lambada. We need
the music,
yeah. Dancing all over the place.
Yeah.
And I asked it 3 times. And that's what it comes down to. So you can do policy all day, but if you've got about 1 million miscreants who have crossed into this country in 4 years under Biden,
maybe more.
About 1 million. That's my estimate.
Yeah, maybe more.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to get them? How are you going to get them?
ICE. That's how.
Okay, but see, it's not that easy. So these people live underground, and they live with other migrants most of the time. The other migrants maybe are girlfriends, maybe they're children, maybe they're anyway. But when ICE goes in to get the drug dealer, okay, all the people with the drug dealer get swept up. They're all taken into custody. ICE doesn't stand there with a clipboard going, you stay, you come with us, you stay, you come with us. They don't have the power to do that. That's a judge. And the other thing that Americans don't understand is most of these migrants that the progressives say are not criminals do have a expulsion order signed by a judge. They have it. It's there. And so the judge has already heard their asylum, turned it down. They have to return home. ICE knows that. So they may not have used a bazooka to rob an Apple bank,
right?
But a judge says you have to go home. And that's the responsibility of ICE. Enter the progressive left, which doesn't want any of these people bothered. Leave them alone. Let them stay here. That breaks down the entire immigration law system.
Yeah, but it's also...
It breaks it down.
You're right, it does, and in very simple terms, but there's also a lot of hypocrisy and lies going on here, and Cuomo's a part of that. I don't remember, forget about ICE for a second, okay, and Pretty and Good, the 4 people that were killed compared to, I don't know, thousands and thousands of rapists and murderers and all these people that have been sent home. The numbers will prove to be in my favor. I'm sorry. One life is bad enough, but when it's 4,004, let's stop the nonsense. But where was Cuomo when Obama was sending home thousands and many more than President Trump? Where was Cuomo then? Where was Cuomo when Obama was the guy who had kids, Obama, in cages? Where was Cuomo then?
To be fair, there were turnarounds. So what Obama did was he ordered federal authorities not to let migrants into the country to have their cases heard. And that's why the numbers were very big of expulsions under Barack Obama. You couldn't get in. That's what he wanted, which is telling, very telling. And that's how he governed, okay? So there wasn't really anything to squawk about on the left at that point unless you were going to come out and say, yeah, I want the open border. Now, most progressives do want the open border.
Yeah.
I don't believe Cuomo does. I don't believe he does, okay? I know him. I may have debated him. I don't think he's a hypocrite. He believes that it's inhumane for the federal government to deport people who are working in hotels that may have a kid or two at home.
But Holman says, but Holman says we're not doing a whole bunch of that, no matter what Cuomo says.
They are doing some of it.
Some, okay, some.
Particularly on Long Island, where I am, there is a job shortage here because so many migrants have been swept up because Blakeman cooperates and the sheriffs of Nassau County cooperate with ICE. Okay? That's a big thing. And a lot of these people had the deportation order against them. Progressives they just want to burn that order. They don't want the order enforced. And that is what they're going to run on, hoping that most Americans can be convinced that they're the humane people. This is the Pope Leo strategy. Okay? This is what Pope Leo is putting out there. Not in the political terms that Chris is putting out there, but it's you must treat these poor people with dignity and you must be accepting. But then when you get into it, you can't absorb 15 million foreign nationals unsupervised into any system. And Pope Leo, with all due respect, because I'll be excommunicated after this program, he doesn't seem to get that.
No, he really doesn't. I don't. Give me your latest on the Iran war. It's like I've been saying for months, stuck, a mess. I've used all these words, and I'm right. It's a mess. So what do you think today?
All right. So you guys should pull the tape. When it started in early February, I came on the Sid and Friends broadcast. All right. And I said, this is the biggest gamble President Trump has ever taken in his entire life, and that includes everything.
You said that a couple of times, yes. Yes.
I said to him.
Yeah.
And the reason is he did the right thing.
100% true.
But the unintended consequences of doing the right thing are often horrendous.
Yeah, but
you can lose your life doing the
you're
right
right.
thing.
And he did the right thing, and I applauded him for Operation Epic Fury and, of course, for Midnight Hammer. The question is, who's to blame since for this mess? Is it Hegseth? Is it other people giving him advice? Because for the better part of 2+ months, this has been a mess. Why? Why didn't we have the exit strategy ready to go? Why do we keep giving these people all these opportunities when we know Trump's smarter than me, when he knows they're never going to comply or make a deal? Why? Whose plan is this?
Well, he didn't know at the beginning.
Oh, come on. How the hell did I know?
Listen, I talked to him about it. He did not
Bill,
know.
how did I know? From the very beginning, I said they'll never make a deal, they'll never comply. How did I know? I'm a moron compared to him.
And that was an opinion based upon history and based upon the attitude of a terrorist state.
Correct.
What Trump thought was we can degrade this country to the extent that it has to make a deal. It can't function as a country any longer, which is what is underway now. But the first swoop came when Mossad, Israeli intelligence, reported to the CIA that all the mullahs were going to be in some garage somewhere getting drunk on a Saturday night, and we can get them all.
Which we did.
And so the president, fed up with the terrorist state of Iran, said, go get him.
Right. It was great. Operation Epic Fury. That was the last good day of this war. The last one.
But nothing then fell into place. So the Persians didn't rise up. And there was much more ordnance in the hands of the Iranians, that's drones and missiles, than American and Israeli intelligence believed. How many times did you hear the president say, oh, their capability is nil? Well, it isn't nil. They can do damage. That was a mistake. The fog of war. In any kind of conflict, you're always going to have misjudgments and mistakes. So now the president has decided that he's going to degrade the country So it's going to be very hard for the Persian people to even function day to day. That means buying food. That means buying gasoline. We've got the ships blockading their ports, nothing in, nothing out. What are they going to eat? Hopefully, according to the president and the Department of War, okay, this will be enough.
No.
Now,
no.
I don't know. I'm
gonna tell you no. Okay, because I 50,000 people got gunned down in the streets. We've been over this before. I know you've got history where other peoples are able to rise up and take their countries. These people ain't doing it unless we're going to supply these people with arms. Okay? They're not doing it. They've been mowed down in the streets forever.
With arms because there's no distribution possibility of those arms.
Correct.
They'll kill you over there if you look cross-eyed.
Correct.
Right.
That's why the idea that these people are going to take over, ain't going to happen. Well,
when your 5-year-old doesn't have anything to eat,
yeah. What are you going to do about it?
That may change the equation.
What are you going to do about
it? That's what the hope is.
What are you going to do about it?
As far as Hegseth is concerned,
yeah.
He does not make policy. This is what Americans don't understand. They don't make policy. The president runs the operation from the top down. So he makes the calls. Now, he does consult. But in the end, it isn't Hegseth saying we're going to blow up this ship in Hormuz. He doesn't do that.
Right.
The president has to sign off on all of it.
Right. What a mess. Bill, I don't know, man. I don't. When was the last time you spoke to President Trump?
I haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was a very quick, logistical call or whatever. I'm kind of hanging back in the weeds here to see how this Iranian thing evolves, because I don't know about you, but I think you hate the same thing. I hate these people going on television who know nothing and spitting this stuff out, particularly about Homeland Security, about Iran, look, I have a special I'm putting together now on how Great Britain, the UK, has been destroyed by Muslim immigration. Destroyed.
100%. Been there, seen it.
And you'll see it on television in September.
Yep.
One more thing. It has been 19 and a half years since the O'Reilly-Geraldo Rivera shootout.
Is that right?
Television.
Really?
Okay, 19 and a half. Over criminal, illegal aliens.
I remember. Yes.
So what I did was I got Geraldo to go on We'll Do It Live.
Love it.
It drops today on BillO'Reilly.com or YouTube.
And you did it again?
To see if he's changed his mind.
I want to see this. Can I make a prediction without seeing it?
Go ahead.
He changed his mind. No, don't tell me. That's my prediction.
I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you it is fascinating.
I can't wait.
We use the original clip.
Oh, that's great.
Where I look like I'm at my first communion. All right? Geraldo's always looked like, he's always looked like Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So, but we'll show you the original clip where the FCC was going to deport us.
I remember. It was great.
And now I bring him on, and we go over not only migration, which he has evolved. I love that word, evolved. I've never evolved.
No.
I'm as bad as I was when I was 5 years old. Okay? So, but he's evolved. And then we get into the media, because he and I are the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're the last men standing, and he can barely stand. He's got a knee problem.
I know, he's got the cane. He still looks good.
But that is really worth watching. So we'll drop it today. BillO'Reilly.com. We'll do it live. It's like when I interviewed you, 45 minutes, but boy, you'll be riveted.
I can't wait to see it. I love Geraldo. I love you. And I remember that. Oh, I can't believe it's been 20 years almost. I remember like it was yesterday. So I can't wait to see it. BillO'Reilly.com. Check out We'll Do It Live with Geraldo Rivera today. And go to BillO'Reilly.com. Anyone, become a member. It is the best news source. I mean this, anywhere in the world. Bill, another amazing, amazing segment. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Sid.
Thank you. The honor's mine. The great Bill O'Reilly, the best ever. Here every Thursday about this time.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?